The three C's that I'm going to talk about today, the three C's are those C's that will destroy your self-confidence and personal value.
America's positive, pragmatic Goshen.
You know, today, social media is, my opinion, in my humble opinion, is destroying the confidence of people. It really is, especially a lot of young ladies. We get on this media and we start looking at things that are going on, and we don't feel like we're as good as others. You'll find, especially again, young ladies, they find themselves critiquing, comparing, and camping. And that's what we're going to talk about today. And I'm excited about it because I'm seeing that today we're having a real challenge with some people that are having self-confidence issues. And by the way, here's one. I remember when I first got started in sales when I was just this young little kid and coming out of college that I never graduated from. And I went and got a sales job. One of the first things that they wanted me to do was join the USJCs, which is an organization of young business people around the world. And I went, and it was in this little town called Stillwater, Oklahoma, for those of you that are Aggies. And there was this long table. It was a wrap-around table, and I took a chair, and I was about number 6, I guess, sitting down from the other people. And they started by saying, here's what we want to do. We want you to start today by standing up and giving us your name and where you work. I thought I was going to die. Now, here I am today, an inspirational speaker. Back then, my confidence was in the sewer. And I think today, a lot of people, your self-confidence, your self-worth, your ability to understand who you are is just not where it needs to be. And I want to give you, if I can, some information that I believe will help that a great deal. I think it was probably about 8 years ago, I went to Universal Studio. I don't know if you've ever been there. It's amazing. The person that gave us a tour was in this golf cart. We're driving through Universal Studio, and you look to the right, and you see this magnificent set. These buildings, they were amazing. They look real. But if you went behind the set and you went behind it, you found that there was nothing there. There was no depth to it. In other words, it looked good on the surface, but behind, there was just there was no substance there. It was a totally different look. Now, so it is to me on social marketing. Social media, should I say. It's a false front. It looks great. I mean, we can sit there, we have our shirts off. I mean, we lay in a chair and shoot our feet. I mean, and by the way, I'm not saying that's bad. I'm just saying it's all kind of, just looking good, feeling good. We have positive quotes. We tell everybody, this is the way you need to do it. And by the way, I do it all the time as far as telling people that. But down deep, on the other side of that, behind the scenes, it's totally different. So what we do, we sit here and we get into this system of believing that what we're seeing is what life is all about. And folks, that's not true. Young ladies, again, parents, if you can get your young ladies to this talk today, they're going to appreciate it. And young ladies, if you're on here right now, please listen, because I'm going to be fast. But I want to share with you and let you understand that for the majority of the people on social media, write this down, they are the most humble, self-centered people on the planet. Now, not all of them. And it doesn't take me a whole lot of time to figure out who they are. But again, the most humble, self-centered people on the planet are on social media. Hey, look at me. Hey, I have it all together. Hey, I'm the authority on life. And you sit there, and you look at that, young ladies, and you're saying, I don't have it like that. I don't do that. It's not me. And so what we do, let's go to the 3 C's. Here's number 1. If we have to be extremely careful. We critique ourselves. man, I almost want to cry over this one because I've seen so many beautiful people. They spend so much time talking about how little value they have, about how nothing works and how they're not real sure of themselves, and they just go on and on. They're continually critiquing themselves. Some of you young ladies will go to the mirror. I don't have those eyelashes. I don't have those eyebrows. My hair is not right. My skin color is not right. I've got a pimple right here. I'm going to die. We critique. And it gets to the point that it's just tearing ourselves down. And really, I'm going to ask, if this day forward, stop critiquing yourself. There's no reason to critique yourself. What you want to do is continue to become a better you, not compared to what you're seeing on social media. Remember, that's that false front. On the backside, those people have got a tough life, just like you do right now. So number one, don't critique. Number two, don't compare yourself with others. I'm an inspirational speaker. And I remember when I first started, I wanted to compare myself to other people. And sometimes when you try to do that, it never allows you to be who you are. Don't try to compare yourself to somebody that has got it all looking good. I mean, I see some people on social media that are just amazing. Good-looking, handsome guys that have hair. And I mean, they're just amazing. I see some pretty ladies on there, but I'm not going to compare myself to them. I will watch a motivational speaker, or I will watch a inspirational speaker or a trainer. Like Tony Robbins. I love Tony Robbins' information. I love his content, but I'm not going to compare myself to Tony. No, I'm not. I'm not here to compare myself to others, because if I compare myself to others, I take away my personal individuality. So girls and men and women and parents and dad and mom, stop the comparison. Stop the comparison. Don't look over there and say, they've got that car and I have this car, they have that home, I have this home. You are where you need to be at this time as you grow. And last, here's the last C. Some of you are just spending too much time camping in the past, what I call camping in the past. Camping in the past is where we're always looking behind us. We cannot get away from the guilt and some of the things that we've done in the past. As a Christian, give it to God, get on down the road. He doesn't want you looking in the past. If God wanted you to look in the past, He would have put an eye right back here behind your head so He'd be looking all the time. No. Instead, you have to be looking at created, and you were created to be a unique individual. You have been given a purpose on this planet. So don't quit. Just stop looking back. If oh my gosh, I hope you can feel me here. So many people want to set up camp in all their failure and all the things that haven't worked right. Guys, you've got to move along. You've got to destroy that. I go into a company one time, or several times, but I went into this one company, and we always start by teaching them this book. I go through this book with them and get takeaways, and it just takes off from there as I help build these cultures and leadership. First thing I do is I buy a rear view mirror and a ball peen hammer, and I go into the C-suite, which that's the CEO, all the chiefs, and I get a pillowcase. I put that mirror in a pillowcase. I take that ball peen hammer and I bust that mirror, and I pass it around, and I ask each one of them to take a hammer and do the same thing. Break it up. And the reason for that is I don't want them looking in the past. I don't want to sit there and start my training and my teaching with them saying, yeah, but this is the way we used to do it. I don't care how you used to do it. I'm going to give you new precepts to help take you to that next level in life. I'm even going to go to this point right now. I want some of you, matter of fact, all of you, if you would, go out and buy a rear view mirror and get you a hammer, put it in a sock or a pillowcase, bust the snot out of it, have your mate do it with you, have your kids do it with you, and then take it out. Here's what I normally do. I will take it out. I will go to Hobby Lobby. I'll go to Hobby Lobby, and I will have it put in a frame. because I want you to see it every day. Now, next, I want you to go to your nearest mirror right now. I want you to look into your eyes in that mirror, and I want you to say, I'm unique. I am special. I have a purpose. God has given me the ability to look forward. The Apostle Paul in the Bible said this, I look forward. I don't look in the past. I look forward. Guys, the 3 C's will bury you. Do not allow it to happen, especially you young people out there. Don't try to compare. Don't criticize yourself. And don't look back to all your failures. Listen, I want you to have an amazing day. I also want you to promote this podcast, The Positive Pragmatic. I want you to subscribe. We're on YouTube and Spotify. And I want to hear from you. I want you to DM me on Facebook or email me, bob@bobgoshen.com, and give me some takeaways that you're getting from this, because it's so important to me now in my 4th quarter of life to give as much as I possibly can to those that are following. So until next session, blessings and have joy and peace in your life.